Thank you, Mr. Tolbert. Join next witness.
This day calls Justin Martin.
Do you swear or affirm the testimony you give in this case to be the truth, the whole truth, and nothing but the truth, so help you God?
I do.
Thank you. Please have a seat in the witness stand and state your full name for the record.
Justin Martin,
Mr. Martin, where do you work?
the Fifth Circuit Solicitor's Office.
And what is your job there?
I am a Bodycam and video analyst.
How long have you done that job?
Almost 10 years.
What are some of the duties that you have as your role as a body camera and video analyst?
I help gather and distribute digital evidence for our office to receive from law enforcement and then to distribute to defense attorneys. I assist with technical issues that might occur with that digital evidence, specifically with video, surveillance video, body-worn camera videos that might have compatibility issues, and I help the court in achieving redactions to evidence and creating demonstrative pieces of evidence to be entered into court for court proceedings.
In fact, did you do that in some of the videos in this trial?
That is correct.
So in your role, do solicitors and sometimes I guess defense attorneys come to you and commonly ask you for your help in troubleshooting or accessing evidence?
Yes, that is correct.
Okay. And is it common for solicitors to ask you to put together PowerPoints and other presentations of digital evidence associated with the case?
Yes, ma'am.
And sometimes it's one of the purposes of your PowerPoint presentations to condense hours of video footage into shorter, more easily viewable clips.
Yes, we very commonly receive a large amount of video as part of cases. Some of the video that we might receive may be only a very small portion of what we actually receive would be pertaining to the case.
Okay. And in this case, were you asked to create a PowerPoint containing shorter video clips derived from some of the video surveillance from the Shell gas station?
Yes, ma'am.
Okay. And what is the entity that digital evidence in cases typically come from?
Our largest law enforcement agency that we prosecute cases for would be Richland County Sheriff's Department.
Okay. And is that the agency investigating this case?
Yes, ma'am.
Okay. And is there some type of database that law enforcement uses to share that evidence with the solicitor's office and you share with the defense attorneys?
That is correct. We most of our law enforcement agencies utilize evidence.com. It's a cloud-based storage and delivery system that they can upload not only their body-worn camera or dash video or interviews up to, but also other elements of items of evidence that might be associated with the case, like surveillance or phone dumps, documents, or whatever other material that might be necessary.
Okay. And were the videos that you used to create the video clips in your PowerPoint slides, the store surveillance, came from the store surveillance videos in this case?
Yes, that's correct.
Okay. And regarding the store surveillance in this case, were there about 22 store surveillance videos associated with this case?
Yes, ma'am.
And was the duration of some of that footage on those videos up to about 2 hours long?
Yes. Every video file had a different duration. Some of them were very long. Some of them were 30 minutes. Some of them were over 2 hours.
Okay. Do some of the videos have audio?
Yes,
And some of them don't?
that's correct.
And as part of your role as a video analyst, do you commonly come across digital evidence, especially like videos, that require unique and specific players to access it?
Yes, it's not uncommon for surveillance video systems to use proprietary video codecs that are required in which to review those videos after the fact.
Okay, and I guess is the MP4 format the most common way to play a video?
An MP4 is the most common in these days video file type that you would find in everyday life. On YouTube is mostly MP4s. There's settings on your phone that can create MP4s. It's ubiquitous. It's widespread. MP4s are a very common video file type.
Were some of the videos in this case saved as a DVR file?
That is correct.
And can the average MP4 video player play BBR file?
A BBR file is a proprietary video file that needs a specific program to open.
And is it a free program?
No,
Okay, what's it called?
Blue Iris, I believe.
Okay, so you have to purchase that software to play the video.
There is a free trial, but yes, it is a limited trial. You must purchase that software to have access to those videos long term.
All right, may we approach?
Sure.
Thank you.
Okay, so did you convert some of those BBR format videos to MP4?
Yes, I use the Blue Iris software that has a limited term to convert it into an MP4 so that we could utilize it in the courtroom.
Okay. I'm going to show you what's the hardest States Exhibit number 4. Do you recognize what's on the CD?
Yes.
Did you make that CD?
Yes, ma'am.
Okay. And what is on this?
It is a PowerPoint presentation that has video clips of the videos from the video system within the store, more or less clips that just show the action of what occurred in the store as the victim walks in and as the victim leaves, the actions that occurred within the store there. Clips that were removed from the full files of the videos that were received from Richland County Sheriff's Department.
At this point, the state requests to enter number 4 into evidence.
Well, Your Honor, I think it is admitted, we certainly conceded that surveillance obtained from our business was admissible insofar as with the reservations that we
Can you
discussed.
speak up more?
Yes, I'm sorry, I'm a little hoarse. We earlier agreed, Your Honor, to the admissibility, or at least business record admissibility, subject to any further objection. I am not yet clear what this gentleman means by PowerPoint, whether there is editorializing. He is not an expert, as I understand it. He is an investigator who was asked to put video surveillance obtained from our store together. If it is simply video surveillance tagged one after the other in some fashion, I don't know that I have an objection. If it has editorial commentary, whether it's typewritten on the screen or otherwise, I'm just not sure what we got here. That's my problem.
We'll be entering the Rule 1006. It's just a large amount of videos condensed in different video clips.
Okay. There's no commentary or anything of that nature.
The only thing that we have is like, slide numbers and like an alphanumerical, just like a little thing on the bottom so that we know like what slide is what. These are all from the Georgia Mail. They all come from stage 3. That's already in the evidence.
Stage 3.
One second.
Well, hold on a second. Stage 3 is already in the evidence, it just wasn't published, so it doesn't even need to be offered. This is it. Go ahead.
Now, in some instances, are you asked to edit videos?
Yes, ma'am.
And when we say edit, you didn't change or alter any of the people's actions or the contents or anything, any audio of these videos, did you?
No, I typically all I will do is stretch out video to make it so that it's a little easier to see. By that I mean to make the frame or the action on screen take up more space on the display. I might make a clip, when you say edit, like that includes just taking a piece of the video out of the larger video to show a clip of it so that we're not watching a full 2-hour video where there's only maybe 5 seconds of action on that video. That is correct. I'm not changing the scenario or adjusting people's location within the frame, specifically just condensing some of the material that was provided.
Okay, and can you edit a video to slow it down, speed it up, and zoom into certain parts?
That's right, yes. Oftentimes we'll slow down video to allow the action to spread out over more time to give the viewer a little bit more time to see what's going on. The same goes for when you say zoom in, like stretching it out so that if, say, what we're trying to see is just taking up a very small piece of the video up on the top right corner or something like that, we will just expand that up so that it takes up more space on the display, so what's occurring there in that corner is just a little easier for people to see.
Okay, and can you like amplify audio and volume and stuff like that?
Yes, when I adjust audio, I adjust the gain, which is the baseline level of the audio, so it raises the volume of all of the audio that was captured equally. I don't go in and highlight specific areas of audio to gain, to bring the volume level up. I gain the entire audio track so that it all lifts up.
And can you also combine, or I guess stitch footage from different camera angles in different videos instead of continuous sequence?
Yeah, so in many cases we'll have video files that are just a specific camera location, but if there's action occurring where there's 4 or 5 cameras pointing at that action, I can cut between the different camera angles to follow the action as it moves around within a location, within a store, wherever the video is taking place.
And did you do those types of editing in the PowerPoint that you created?
Yes, ma'am.
And so you said your presentation is in a PowerPoint format, so you can actually like play the video on each slide in the PowerPoint?
Yes, each slide is a different clip of video that was lifted from the material provided from the surveillance systems within the Shell store.
And did you add like slide numbers to the top right just to kind of so you can see what slide is what?
Yes, to keep track of.
And did you add, oh I'm sorry.
No.
Did you add like an alphanumeric, so like A3 on the bottom, just so like just as an organization tool for you?
Yeah, so there's a folder that has the clips labeled, and yes, as an organizational tool, there is also a label on each slide that shows what the file name was of the clip that was pulled.
Okay. And when you're creating PowerPoints for a case, sometimes do the solicitors provide you with like some basic background information on the case, like time certain things happen or like who certain people in the video are?
Yes.
Okay. And does that help you kind of understand what you're looking for when you're making these videos?
Yes, especially in cases that have a voluminous amount of video, having a time frame of when the action occurs or an idea of what a suspect or a victim or somebody that is pertinent to the case can be extremely helpful.
And in this case, were you given information that the shooting happened around 8:04 p.m. and the victim entered the store a few minutes before that?
Yes, ma'am.
Okay. And the videos, when you watched them and reviewed them, did you see timestamps on them?
Yes.
Okay, and where did those timestamps come from?
Typically, there's a lot of surveillance systems will burn into the image of the video time code and a date that is being fed to that file from the recording system of the surveillance video system. So many people will have, maybe you'll have a 4-camera system in your own home, and it'll plug into a little box, a DVR, just like some cable companies will have, where you can record videos at your home. But it will take the video feed from the cameras in different locations. It'll bring it into the DVR, and the DVR will place on the image of the video a date and a time based on what that box thinks the date and time is.
Okay, so when you were reviewing these videos, did you notice that different video angles had different timestamps?
Yes, ma'am.
Okay, and is that common to see? Or
Yes.
is it uncommon to see, rather?
In the same location, it's not that common. Typically, a business would, or a location would use the same system, and then that system would have the same date and time stamped into all of the videos. But in this case, there seems like there was multiple DVRs or different systems that were imprinting the date and time onto those video files.
Okay, and when you were reviewing these videos, were there some videos that looked like it jumped into time?
Yes.
Okay, and what could be the reason for that?
So there's multiple reasons. If it's a same camera and you see a jump in time, that typically is because there is a motion sensor activation on that camera. So the camera will only record when it detects motion within a specific zone. Oftentimes those are customizable, and if you have a camera that's kind of facing the door of a business, it might make it so that if there's motion near the door, that the camera turns on and starts recording. So if there's no activity in a zone that's being monitored for motion, the camera can disengage and not record video, often to help save space and to focus on whenever there was activity in that area.
Okay, and kind of going back to the timestamps with the incorrect times, in past cases that you've reviewed videos for, have you looked at other types of evidence in the case, like maybe body-worn camera times or maybe times on 911 calls to kind of get an idea of what the correct time is?
Yes, body cams are typically plugged in at the end of the night. They recharge, and if there's a discrepancy with the timing on the device that it imprints on that video, it will adjust its clock so that it is accurate again. The same goes, 911 center has networked in their system, so whenever a 911 call occurs, it is always up to date with the accurate time. So surveillance video is typically more problematic about having an accurate date and time because those systems can lose power, and when they begin to receive power again, it does not always account for the time that has lapsed when it was without power. And if the administrator of that device doesn't go in and reset it every time that occurs, you start seeing discrepancies in the time that is being stamped into the video and what the actual time of that video being recorded actually is.
No further questions.
Examination.
Thank you, Your Honor. Mr. Martin, you speak with great authority. You had formal training in editing.
Yes, sir.
What was that?
I have a 2-year degree from York Technical College in video production.
You made movies?
I have made several local commercials many, many years ago. And I've been a content creator for the County of Richland for their public information channel. And so it's,
You were asked to take surveillance video. Do you know how many hours of surveillance video? This was video that came from where? What was your understanding?
as far as within the Shell station, in this case specifically.
Whatever you're about to play for us is comprised of, I understood it to be surveillance camera videos. Is that full extent of it?
Yes, yes, sir.
So it's not body camera footage.
That's correct.
And where is your understanding that surveillance footage came from?
7441 Park Lane Road.
The store, the Chow. And you said that you had the participation of attorneys, some of these attorneys in the editing decisions and the construction of this PowerPoint you call it?
Yes, sir.
You said that there were a lack of synchronization in camera footage and so forth.
Yes, there was timestamps that were not consistent with the continuity of what was happening inside of the video.
All right. So you made arbitrary decisions in the construction of this presentation because the cameras are not in sync. You made decisions, arbitrary decisions about what fit together.
I think arbitrary would be a strong word. There is continuity that occurs in a space. If somebody walks in and they're wearing a red shirt or a yellow jacket and they come in from a door, even if there is a discrepancy in the time, from another angle, if that same person is coming in wearing the same clothes, even if the time is different, they perform the same actions and then 30 seconds later another person comes in. You start to build continuity in between the files because those actions and those people and those specific circumstances don't present again in any other time.
But your decisions and the advice you got from the prosecution, the prosecutors, you and the prosecutors chose what to emphasize in this PowerPoint, which is a distillation of the whole, correct?
That is correct.
Okay. Now, as a Gamecock fan, I guess you would be able to take the films from the game we lose on Saturday night and make the Gamecocks look like winners on Sunday morning?
I don't think that's possible.
I don't have anything else, Your Honor. Clearly not a Gamecock.
No, Your Honor.
You got that.